Donald Cerrone has re-entered the drug testing pool and is targeting a return to the UFC in the summer. On the Pac-Man Jones show, Cowboy said, "I just re-entered the testing pool. I have to be 6 months clean. Probably June, July we will make the comeback. Coming back for 2 more. Just 2 more. I want 50 fights in the UFC under Zuffa. I promised the wife no matter what happens, no matter the outcomes, 2 more and that's it. I think it'll be at 85 is what I'm coming back at. We'll see my weight as I start to pick up my training." Merab Dvalishvili insists that Umar Nurmagomedov does not deserve the bantamweight title shot. Umar defeated Corey Sandhagen back in August and won via unanimous decision. Merab says he's not impressed because Merab doesn't think Corey can wrestle. Speaking to ESPN, Merab said Umar is a good fighter. It's a big challenge, but he don't earn it like the rest of us. We all know we work hard to get here. I don't get anything easy, but somehow gets easy. He just complains all the time that nobody wants to fight him. But there are so many good fighters. There's Mario Bautista. There's other fighters that are killers. But yeah, he fought only Corey Sandhagen with no wrestling, and he's using that as an excuse that he beat the number 2 guy, and now he's here. It's a big challenge. But the only thing I hate is that he don't earn it how the UFC fighter should earn it, and he's just cocky. He should be humble at least, and he just disrespects me and lying, and that's not what real men should do. That's it. The fight will be really tough, and this is a big challenge for me because it's a new face, and yeah, he's a good fighter. He's good at kicking, striking, wrestling, and it's a new challenge. Tom Aspinall gives his thoughts on Sean O'Malley. Tom says that after Sean beat Chito Vera in their rematch, he thought Sean was going to take over the division until he fought Merab.
Okay, Sean O'Malley, very exciting guy in the smaller divisions, in the bantamweight divisions. But Sean O'Malley is someone that you just can't ignore. You know, he just brings everything that you want to watch as a fan. He brings the hype, he brings the skill, he brings the style points, he's funny, like the guy brings everything. He just makes us as fans want to be able to watch him. So he won at the start of the year against Chito Vera, absolute shutout performance, complete shutout, won every round easily and looked so good. After that fight I was like, this is it. We're at the start of the Sean O'Malley era moving forward. He's going to shut down the whole division. Little did we know, we have Merab in there, who is a complete style nightmare for Sean O'Malley. The guy just puts the pressure on from the first bell to the last bell, roughed him up, made it ugly, gassed him out, didn't fall for any of his tricks that he does, just walked him down and beat him up. And I'm very excited now that the belt's changed hands to see how Merab looks against Umar Nurmagomedov, and that is coming January 2025. Very excited for that fight.
As you guys know, Islam Makhachev and Bilal Muhammad do not want to fight each other. Islam's coach Javier Mendez thinks it's possible that Islam skips welterweight and moves up to middleweight. Speaking to the Schmo, Javier said, "I 100% feel Islam can do that if that's what he wanted to do. But it's what he wants to do that will happen, not his ability. His ability, I mean, come on. I see it in the gym, guys. I see it. So I know how good this guy is. So yeah, 185 is not going to be an issue for him. It's a matter of whether he wants to. When he comes in training camp, he's always walking around 179, 180. So obviously, if he ever went to middleweight, he'd have to put on some muscle. But not saying he can't, and not saying he won't or he doesn't want it. I don't know. We've never discussed it." Michael Johnson explains what it was like fighting Khabib Nurmagomedov. The two fought back in November of 2016 on the undercard of Conor McGregor versus Eddie Alvarez. Khabib won via submission in the 3rd round. On the Overdogs podcast, Michael says that Khabib felt like a middleweight.
I fought mine on 2-week notice, like 2 week notice.
Beast.
You fought the.
He fought the Nurmagomedov.
Nobody even talks about that. Like, I was doing a tour for the troops, and they got me the call.
He was telling you to give up, right? Was that you?
Yeah, I was like, you. Hit him with the backhand. Hit him with the backhand. Like, I'm still in it. I can't move, but I'm in it. Like, I haven't fucking give up.
Oh, man.
How good? Hey, how good was he when you fought him?
He's good. He's good.
Because you obviously you're going in on short notice. He's already like legendary status there. Like, you're sitting there looking at it. Was he as good as you expected? Better than you expected? About
well,
what
see,
you expected?
I went in that fight with his wrestling. That's all I thought about. His wrestling. So when I fought that, like, I wasn't thinking about myself, and that was the mistake. You know, I went in there and just like waiting for him to kind of shoot, trying to find my motions. Like, I was kind of crouched down, like I couldn't really move around. But bro, he's good, strong. He felt like a middleweight, you know, and that's a problem. Yeah, so I felt like couldn't move, but he helped me get better. you know, because I went back to the gym and started working on that. So without that fight, you know, I wouldn't be here.
Right. No, I mean, respect to you. You did some rounds with him. I mean, that's one of the
Think, bro, if I could have went in there and got a knockout, woo-wee.
Chael Sonenn reacts to Robert Whittaker recently saying that there would be no chance of him moving down to welterweight. However, he could see himself moving up to light heavyweight. Here's what Rob said on the MMRcade podcast.
If you were in that position, would you go back down to welterweight or would you move up?
I wouldn't go down. I can't go down.
Nah.
No.
This is not possible anymore.
I'm still playing with the idea of going up to light heavy, dude.
Are you now? Is this part of your new strategy?
No, it's just like, I'm a big dude. Much bigger than people think I am. Yeah.
Fair.
I don't know.
Last question
Christmas.
for
I
you.
don't want these stressful questions.
Chael Sonenn reacted on his YouTube channel. He said, "Let's encourage that. I am so completely for that idea, and I don't totally know what would happen. I just know that I've never seen Robert Whittaker quit ever. And I also know another thing, the old expression, father time catches everyone. That's not what's happening with Whittaker. Just so you understand, like the outcome of Whittaker's last fight, that's not what happened. There was a position with a specific opponent that cost Whittaker that fight. However, the expression of father time, it's still real. And Whittaker is getting to that point where he might start to sense its reality." Rampage Jackson opens up on the struggles of being an MMA fighter. Rampage reveals he messed up his thyroid from cutting so much weight throughout his career.
So this is the crazy thing. I don't talk about a whole lot, but during COVID, I wrote a book, an MMA book.
Yeah.
And it talks about that. You know what I'm saying? Being a fighter is more than just stepping in and out of the cage. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you in a certain weight class, and you know what I'm saying? So you got to live like a fighter, because like I said, it's only a short time. It sucks. After your fight, you enjoy yourself for like a week. Then you get back in there, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it's your health and it's your life, you know what I'm saying, and on the line, right? And one thing about fights, look at certain fighters, and it happened to me. You f up your thyroid, bro. I f up my thyroid. You cut all this weight, and then as soon as your fight is done, you put this weight back on and stuff like that. You confuse your body, and you see a lot of fighters like James Toney, a lot of different fighters, and bodybuilders. You see it a lot with bodybuilders that they retire, they balloon up.
You got hyperthyroid?
I had something wrong. I got misdiagnosed with it.
I got hyperthyroid.
About a year ago.
I got the same thing. I mean, like, I had it for years.
Hey, you know the crazy thing that the doctor said though about our sport? I asked him, because he told me what a thyroid was. I said, is getting in and putting in chokes and stuff a lot, will that damage the thyroid? He said, it's not enough data to know that yet. And so we don't know. Like, we doing. Have you guys ever rolled and you've been like sore around your throat and stuff before?
I don't think it's gonna up the hormone.
It's an actual part in, because I had a ultrasound on.
Thyroid's based up here, yeah.
Yeah,
but like,
they don't have enough data. It could. He said he don't know. It is an actual thing that where your hormones is or whatever, but it's an actual thing that is located in your neck or somewhere.
Renato Moicano is open to fighting Max Holloway or Paddy Pimblett next. Renato is currently scheduled to fight Beneil Dariush at UFC 311. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, Renato said, "I would love to do that. Especially Max Holloway now says he's done at 145. If he really wants to be a 155er, I think that would be an awesome fight, especially because that's going to put me on track for a title shot. 100% if you beat Max Holloway, you're fighting for the title. It's a fight that I would be willing to take 100%. That's a good call out. Maybe you gave me some ideas for after the win. I will do what the UFC wants. Regarding Paddy Pimblett, if the UFC wants me to break his face, it's going to be easy money. If not, I'll move on and fight somebody else in the top 5 or for the title. Like I said, the title is good, but I want to build a brand. I want to build something bigger, a name, a persona, call it whatever you call it, so after I'm done, I can capitalize on it. Like it or not, Paddy has a huge audience. He has a big name. That would be very good for my career, so I would never say no. I think Paddy is fighting Benoit Saint Denis. That's what I heard. And I think Benoit Saint Denis will beat his ass. Then the hype is gone. That's what I feel. Benoit Saint Denis, people was hyping him a lot, and then 2 losses, he's kind of done. People think he's going to lose to Paddy. I don't think that, but that's just how MMA is. It's just how it works. It's all about the hype. Alex Pereira's sparring partner called it quits after Alex landed a left hook. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Eric Thor1. Says the disrespect to Pereira's Fighter of the Year winning is starting to piss me off. The second one's from Bit Brace. Says Sean goes off on his shadow for not showing up on a cloudy day. And the final one's from Chris. It says Pereira literally saved almost every card and knocked them all out. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.